Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Thryss if you are new, and if you are a returning little yarn gremlin, welcome back, happy to have ya. So today, this lovely rainbowness that you're seeing, we have a yarn review. This is Red Heart Super Saver Bitty Stripes. I'm so excited to finally get my hands on this. Which I want to thank Megan Lane for, because I have not been able to find it, and she very graciously sent me a skein in order to be able to do this review. So Megan, you're awesome. I appreciate you. Okay, so while I'm getting all the information, if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing, leaving you know, a thumb and a comment below, you can say thanks, Megan. Or, you know, tell me if you've worked with this yarn, just anything. It helps push the videos out, and I'm on my way to 10K, so I'd really appreciate it. Okay, Super Saver Bitty Stripes by Red Heart. This is a 100% acrylic, a 10 ounce, 283 gram. It's 515 yards, 471 meters. And it is a 4 worsted weight. This is what it's calling a 4 worsted weight. Now, this is saying that for knitting you use a 5mm knitting needle. I can't say anything as to that. I'm not a knitter yet. It is saying 5.5mm is what you should be using for a crochet hook. That is what I used. In order to, all my yarn reviews, I do the hook sizes they suggest. I personally would not go any lower than a 5.5mm. I mean, I frankly think that 6mm is probably where you should start. I think 5.5 is a little small, but I will show you what I got with a 5.5mm in different stitches. If I didn't say, this is in the Colorway crayon box. It's gorgeous. I knew immediately I wanted this specific colorway. I mean, it's rainbow. Shocker. I don't think anybody's surprised by that. The pattern that comes on your yarn label is called the Rainbow Connection Knit Blanket, which is in the photo right there. Very, very pretty. Unfortunately, that is a knit pattern. That is what is on the label. However, let's see. Okay, yeah. However, I think you can do the same thing with just, you know, single crochets and then match or stitching the panels together, which is what your girl's going to be doing. I'm actually going to be making a blanket, so I can't believe that. I don't like making blankets. All right, there is a lot of yardage in this skein. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. That is so pretty. I absolutely love this like watercolor effect that it has. Like, if you take just a small section of color, just here to here, there's so many different colors packed into that short little amount. Okay, I'm going to show you, I have done a wash test as well. So this, when I do yarn reviews, I like to do at least one full color cycle. So this is one full color cycle. Oops, I got stuck on my hooks. Very, very pretty. You can see that watercolor effect that it has going on. You see what I'm saying? There's so much color packed into that. This is not color controlled. It almost looked like it is until you got to the purple and the red. I will say everything transitioned into the next color beautifully until you got to the red to purple. It was a very abrupt transition. The red to the orange kind of was too, and then the orange to green, there was only this teensy tiny little section of yellow to transition from the orange to the green. I'm not sure what went into the decision making for that. Every other color got about 2 rows, some more than that. And for whatever reason right there, they just gave a matter of stitches. I don't like that. I wish they would have given a little bit more. And the green to the blue, there again, it was just a really short teal section to transition, but it still transitioned beautifully. I still think it's really pretty. I do think, even as someone who's not a big yellow fan, they should have done more yellow. So that being said, I still think this is absolutely beautiful. So this panel is made up of 30 stitches wide. Had to count real quick. 30 stitches wide by 20 rows tall. So we're going to measure, and that gives us just a skosh over 10 inches, so like 10¼ inches wide by 12 inches long. The stitches that I did with this are just double crochets and then the crisscross X stitch. I love that stitch. It's one of my favorite stitches. And that's all it was, just a basic, you know, thing like that. And that was one full color cycle. There's a lot of them in there. I mean, there's no way for me to know how many are actually in this sucker. There's a lot. So that is the short swatch. The longer swatch, I did, it's bowed out. Oh no, I accidentally ripped some stitches out. Oh well. Okay. So I did just a basic 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, like V-stitch. This is 70 stitches wide. And it is the V stitches the whole way except for the top. I wanted to show you what just a row of double crochet would look like on a long panel like that. So this would be more like a blanket width, or this would be more like a cardigan back panel, you know, something like that. So where the short stitch, you know, you're going to see that transition a little bit more seamlessly with the shorter rows and over several rows. This, you're going to basically get one color per row, which is fine. So for me personally, the uses that I think this would be great for is a blanket, or like a coat, a jacket, some outerwear, something like that. This is really, I almost hesitate to say rustic, because rustic gives the idea that it's uncomfortably scratchy, and that's not the case. It is just definitely designed for warmth. So I would make something with that in mind. A really nice big blanket at the coldest of the winter that you would, you know, bring out and cover up with. I think this would be perfectly fine against your skin. It isn't really any different from Red Heart Super Saver. I will say it has kind of a, okay, this is unwashed. Excuse me. This is washed. When you wash it, it does fuzz up a little bit, but most acrylics do. But it definitely softens up, even with the first wash. That is something I definitely noticed, is that the fibers loosen, it softens up. It did not shrink very much. It was the standard about 1/4 inch in every direction shrinkage, which is pretty standard across most Red Hearts that I'm finding. So I think the best use for this would be a blanket or some outerwear, some sort of, yeah, something like that. I don't think it would, oh, amigurumi would be really cute with it. Oh my gosh, a cute little like elephant or bear or a bunny made out of this would be so cute. Pillow would be really cool. I personally myself wouldn't make a sweater or cardigan out of it, but that's because to me, sweaters and cardigans are squishy and soft, and that's kind of the fiber and the feel that I'm thinking of for sweaters and cardigans. So I wouldn't say this would be great for that, but that's just my opinion, you know, to each their own. So those would be my uses for it. I'm going to be making a blanket out of panels about this big, and I'm going to sew them together with a charcoal gray. I think that'll be really, really pretty. That's what my plan is. But I definitely think a coat would be really pretty out of it. Mosaic. I think mosaic would be amazing. So if you have a mosaic blanket pattern out there that you'd like, there's a few I could tell you about. Crystal over at Bagger Day has quite a few mosaic blankets. I think this would be beautifully worked up as one of those blankets. So I think a backpack. A backpack would be really cool. A mosaic backpack or bag or something. A tote bag. That would be really cool as well. So there's lots of patterns out there that I think this would be great for. I think this would be great for just about anything. I just personally wouldn't do it for cardigan or sweater, but that's because, you know, like I said, my idea of a cardigan or sweater is squishy soft. So it fluffs up a little bit, it softens up quite a bit, it shrinks only a very minuscule amount. It is a lovely yarn to work with. I really like it. And for those of you who are new here, not familiar, I do not like acrylic that much at all. I don't have much experience with it. I like a merino and cashmere and cotton, bamboo, stuff like that. Acrylic is my least favorite. And this is on softness scale. This is somewhere to the middle, you know, softness, middle, lower. And I still really, really like this. I think the color play is gorgeous. So I definitely will be buying more and making a blanket out of it. I think it's beautiful. I think it has a really many great uses. So it's a 10 out of 10 recommend for me. I really, really like it. I don't think you'll be disappointed in it at all. And you get a lot of yardage in here. I mean, 515, that's a lot of yardage. Guys, I am on Joann's website, Red Heart Super Saver Biddy Stripes. So we're going to look at the different colorways. Let's see, is this gonna, all right. So this is the Sunset Stripe. This is Crayon Box. This is the one that I just showed you guys. This is Mermaid. I saw this in the store, and of all of the colorways, this would probably be the one I would get that isn't Crayon Box, but I just really love the Crayon Box. This one is Moonbeam. Now, I didn't see this one, and online, this does not give you anything to go by. Wait, is that a solid? Well, it says Biddy Stripes on it, but I don't see... I don't see any variegation in there whatsoever. Okay, so then this one is Rainbow, which I think is kind of funny. Crayon Box is definitely rainbowy, but they also have a rainbow one. Okay, and then this one is Rattan. I do like the Rattan colorways. It's browns and taupes and things like that. So those are the 6 colorways that Joann's offers. And currently right now, as of the, what day is it today? The 12th of August, they are $7.59 each because they are on sale, 20% off entire stock of yarn. Okay. All right, I came over to Yarn Inspirations real quick just to see if they have other colors, but it looks like it's the same 6 colors. They're $9.99 here, but I thought maybe while we're here, perhaps we could get a different view of Moonbeam. No. Okay, I'm going to try one more thing. Okay, I came over to Ravelry. I thought maybe I could find Moonbeam there to see how it worked up. But this is a good way to see how different ways of using the yarn. This is a Crayon Box. So that's how it looks worked up in a granny hexie. Waffle fiber. Oh, the waffle. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Is this by Fiber Spider? Yeah, I think that's by Fiber Spider. So I'm not seeing, that one is Sunset Beach. Crayon box. Oh, look at that. That's cool. That's Sunset Beach. Chicken! It's the emotional support chicken made out of the crayon box. So I'm not seeing, yeah, I'm not seeing Moonbeam. All right, so if anybody knows, oh my gosh, that toaster strudel or frosted mini wheat. Oh, that's Moonbeam. Okay, that is so cute. Oh my gosh, that is so creative. You guys are so creative. So this frosted mini wheat little cutie pie, I want him. He is made out of Moonbeam. So I'm going to click Moonbeam and see if we see it worked up any other way. Oh, look at that. That is a bunch of different yarns worked up in it, but I assume all those light areas is the Moonbeam. And then this is going to be, the light one is Moonbeam, and then probably the rainbow. So it looks like Moonbeam doesn't really have much in the way of variegation. It's probably just super subtle differences of creams and taupes, which is totally okay. I mean, those are necessary to show off the brightness of, you know, some of these other colors. Like this together, that is gorgeous. Anyway, okay, back to the video. So let me know down below what you would make out of this, what your favorite color is. So I hope you guys have a good one. Stay safe and stay weird, and I will see you in the YouTube streets. Bye.